judgment is dated 15th of February 2024.
Yes, ma'am.
We are now on the 11th of March.
Yes.
In the last 26 days, what extent of matching has been done by you? What steps have you taken in the last 26 days? The application is absolutely silent on that.
We can put a detailed affidavit on that,
No,
because I know
it should have been disclosed in the affidavit.
I agree, man. I agree.
State Bank of India, which is coming to us, we expect that there should be a degree of candor on the part of the State Bank of India. That this is what the work which we have done. The work is at this stage. We need an extension of time to carry out the balance of the exercise which remains.
But we have sought to explain the problem, and the work is going on, because each form, it'll have to be form by form.
Going on to what extent you have reached?
But work is going on form by form. They will, I can give the exact detail of how many we have covered and how many more we can cover. But they did a rough calculation. It will take about 3 months more. Because I'll tell you my other concern. I have another big concern, Malad. I cannot make a mistake in this. I'll get sued by the donor. I'll get sued by people, because I cannot by mistake say A got it when B had it.
Highest court of this country. So where is the question of you being sued?
I'm sorry, Malad.
Whatever you are doing under the directions of the highest court of.
No, Malad. If I make a mistake, if I say Mr. X got it instead of Mr. Y got it, in a hurry to give the numbers, I could create havoc there, Malad, because ultimately.
As we take it, Mr. Salvi, you are accepting that there's no difficulty in giving names of the donors who purchase the bonds and the amount they purchase the bonds. You have got no difficulty in giving details of the political parties who have purchased the particular bonds. The only difficulty is matching the purchased bond with that. But 26 days, you must have carried out at least some, say, 10,000 bonds you have been able to collate, 5,000 bonds you have been able to collate.
Quite frankly, what I saw, they were struggling with it. They were making charts which we saw were not matching. I'll tell you what has happened. No, I'll tell you candidly what has happened.
If I'm not mistaken, it was pointed out to us that the bonds had some number which under some instrument they were able to.
Yes. But that number.
That's all has to be done.
That number is not to be found in the application for purchase or in the first set of documents. The problem is that number, when number was generated, that number has been scrambled and put elsewhere, and that number has been kept secret. Number putting that will require tracing it into each transaction. At the stage of the interim order, and I'm saying what happened at that time. The kind of information which your lordship asked was a macro information. So that is no problem.
In pursuance of the interim order,
yes,
Election Commission of India has filed, details before us.
Or whatever they have.
In separate silos, if we can use that expression.
Yes.
The ministry has placed that, in a secured custody with us. We'll direct them to open it here right now, because since we were deciding a point of constitutional validity, we didn't consider it necessary either during the course of the hearing or thereafter. So we can ask them to open it, and we'll ask the Election Commission of India to divulge whatever there is, and we'll ask SBI to then divulge what we have asked them to do.
Yes, Manoj, we'll do it. We'll send it to
before us.
Your lordship.
Mr. Sharma, whatever has been placed by you before us, in compliance with the judgment, we will direct that to be open right now.
And your lordship directed us to give it to the ECI. So we'll give it to the ECI, or your lordship want us to file it directly in court? I think better through the ECI.
No, Mr. Salvi, you comply with the order of the court.
To give it to the ECI.
Whatever ECI has placed in the court.
Already.
We will direct that to be open. We'll ask our court to make a copy of it, a digitized copy for the safekeeping of the court. And then we will return it back to the rest. We'll return it back to ECI for them to upload it on their website.
But what ECI has already, there's no problem. We will give to the ECI as in the time, if you're not to give us 3 months, we'll go and give it to the ECI. And they, as and when they get it, they can upload it. We want to make sure we get every bond number right, every donor right. Because this otherwise is going to create havoc. For today, for donors will come and say, this is not my bond, I did not purchase this, you put the wrong number on my bond, I did not give to.
There's no question of that. Once he's given the KYC, he's given the details, you also have the application. The application will be having the amount.
No, I'm sorry, Manoj. I'm sorry. My concern is he purchased bond number X. I by mistake, I put his number as purchasing bond number Y. Now, X may
Why
have
will
gone
that
to political
happen?
party A, Y may have gone to political party B.
Why will that happen, Mr.
Because,
Salvi?
my lord, I'll tell my lord
We are
why.
dealing
Because
with
he
a
haven't kept the
number one bank in the country. We do expect them to be able to handle this.
No, not expect to be handled. We were told, make sure that this doesn't leak. So, Manoj, the way we stored the information, the bond number did not get into the core banking system. If we had been told keep information on this basis, we would have devised our systems accordingly. If we had kept it like that, Manoj, any senior bank officer could have found out bond numbers and the whole thing would have been out in public domain. Who has how much, all these secrecy.
Assistant General Manager files an affidavit in support of the application to the Supreme Court for modification and order of a constitution bench. It's a very serious matter when you ask for modification of an order.
I accept that one. I accept that.
An
I
assistant
accept that.
general
And we have,
manager files an affidavit and tells us that, look, I'm finding it difficult. The information is maintained in two silos.
no, Manoj, he has filed the affidavit because he's the man in the spot. He's the person who has to do this job. He's the level at which these accounts are kept. He said you must have the person who knows what he's talking about. So, Manoj, give us a little time. We'll do it. Man. Ask for time.
ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳಿಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿಧ್ವನಿ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಬೆಲ್ ಐಕಾನ್ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ.